Before anyone says a single word in a negotiation, the result is already being decided, not by what's on the table, not by the numbers, by how each person reads the other in the first 60 seconds. The best negotiators in the world, FBI hostage teams, M&A lawyers, top sales closers, they all say the same thing. The meeting is won or lost before it officially starts. Here's exactly what they're reading, and how you can too. The moment someone walks into a room, they broadcast 3 things immediately: their confidence level, their urgency, and whether they need something from you. You don't have to be a psychologist to see it. You just have to know what to look for. Signal 1, pace. The person who walks in fast and sits down immediately is either confident or performing confidence to hide urgency. The difference? FBI behavioral analysts call this controlled rush, movement that's fast but unnaturally deliberate, like someone trying to look like they're not in a hurry. Watch the shoulders. Real confidence is slow. Signal 2, the first question they ask. People who need the deal ask about the deal immediately. So, are we close? What's your timeline? People who don't need the deal ask about you. How was your morning? Not small talk, intelligence gathering. They're reading you before you realize the meeting started. Signal 3, where they put their hands. Hands on the table, visible, open, comfort and control. Hands under the table or gripping something, stress they're trying to hide. A Princeton study found that hand visibility directly correlates with perceived trustworthiness in under 8 seconds. There's one question you can ask in the first 2 minutes that tells you everything about who you're dealing with. Not, what do you do? Everyone has a rehearsed answer for that. Ask this: what does a good outcome look like for you here? Then stop talking completely. The person who answers fast and specifically knows what they want and is comfortable saying it. High leverage, clear agenda. Respect that and match it. The person who hedges, qualifies, or asks what you mean doesn't know what they want or doesn't trust you yet. Either way, they're not ready to commit. Don't push, let them talk. The person who flips it back, what does a good outcome look like for you, is experienced. They just told you they won't show their hand first. Every response is information. Silence is the most valuable response of all. The biggest mistake people make is confusing aggression with strength. The aggressive person in a negotiation, loud, fast, dominant, is almost always the one under the most pressure. Harvard Business School research on negotiation dynamics found that people who initiate aggressive anchoring tactics early are statistically more likely to accept worse final terms, because the aggression is a mask for fear of losing the deal. The strong person doesn't need to perform. Watch for the person who speaks last, moves least, and smiles the least. That's who has the real leverage in the room. And if that person isn't you, your entire strategy needs to change before you say another word. One more signal that almost nobody catches: how someone responds to silence. After you make a point, stop. Don't fill the gap, don't clarify, don't add. The person who jumps in immediately to respond is reactive. You can lead them. The person who pauses before responding is processing. They're dangerous. Treat them as an equal. The person who just looks at you already knows what they're going to say and is deciding whether you're worth the full answer. That person decides the outcome of the meeting. Reading people isn't about manipulation. It's about not being the only person in the room operating blind. Once you know someone needs the deal, slow down. Let them come to you. Once you know someone is performing confidence, ask a specific technical question. Watch them drop the act. Once you know someone is genuinely strong, stop trying to dominate and start trying to align. The goal is never to win the moment. The goal is to win the outcome. And you can't do that if you're reacting to a performance instead of reading the person underneath it. Every room you walk into has a power structure. Most people spend the entire meeting figuring it out too late. 60 seconds is enough if you know what you're looking for. Pace. First question. Hands. Response to silence. Aggression versus stillness. 5 signals. 60 seconds. And you'll never walk into a room blind again.